back. There is great job news in our state. Florida's unemployment rate is at near historic lows, falling to its lowest levels since 2007. Here on the Suncoast, unemployment in Sarasota Manatee fell to 2.8% last month. But there is a downside to these great numbers. Chris Laney from Career Source Suncoast is here with Pete Peterson from Dealers United and Lisa Kraus from FCCI to talk about the strain that low unemployment actually puts on employers. Interesting perspective, because I think usually we just celebrate the fact that people have jobs, but that really is a talent issue for a lot of people. So Chris, let's start with you. From a broad perspective, explain how low unemployment can negatively impact Suncoast businesses.
Well, right now there's a lot of conversation around how do we attract talent to the Suncoast. So there's a lot of committees happening with our ECs, our chambers, and they're discussing, do we have to go outside the area to recruit individuals to come to our community? The challenge with that is the amount of money that we're paying those individuals, those wages, as well as housing plays effect in that, and we know that housing in this area is quite pricey, and so we have to look internally to attracting talent, and that starts with our students.
All right, keeping talent sounds like a
That's
good plan then. All right, so Pete, let me jump to you. You work with car dealerships as part of Dealers United. What are you witnessing in terms of filling open positions?
Yeah, so there's two parts of that. First, there's Dealers United. So we're a tech company serving the auto industry. So tech jobs, obviously, right now, we're trying to train up for that. So there's a lack of tech people in this region, and we're still trying to bring more people and make it more aware that this is a great place to do tech, right? So bringing people from Austin, from Menlo Park, getting them here, getting people out of New York City to this region. Second is the auto dealer side, right? You have an industry that's changing over there, and a lot of people don't look at the sex appeal of going into an automotive dealer to work, right? There's high-paying jobs there. Diesel technicians can make $120,000, right? You've got salespeople that are changing the way that things are going on in auto. So I think people need to take a look and re-glorify blue-collar working and look at the auto dealers as a potential outlet for a job as well.
And we've had that conversation with the schools about, trying to get people back into some of those trades because the trades aren't going away. Okay, Lisa, you are in the insurance industry with FCCI, and that is a sector with fast growth here on the Suncoast. So that's a good thing, but how hard is it for you to find talent with this growth?
Stephanie, there are about 170,000 people who work in the state of Florida in the insurance industry. And one of the issues that we're facing is that it's a maturing workforce. So we expect there to be a huge exit of talent out of the insurance industry, and we're looking for young talent to consider insurance as a career. So with that, the State of Jobs session is really informative to help our students understand what careers are available in the insurance industry.
Let me ask this, for when it comes to students and college, high school, be have you, and they're thinking, okay, there's going to be all these jobs in insurance. What path of study does that equate to, or options of study?
There are so many careers that are available in insurance. Typically, what we're up against is that students think of insurance as it being a commission or sales-oriented career, but the careers are endless. At FCCI, think about it. We have a marketing department. We are looking for accountants, human resources professionals, in addition to underwriters, claims professionals, nurses. The careers are endless, truly.
They just have to look in the right place.
Exactly.
Okay, so you are both participating, both of your companies, in a huge event coming up, the State of Jobs Conference. Chris, I know you created this in 2013. It's very much your baby. So tell us what, you're like, yep. Tell us what the conference is all about.
It's really about exposing students to the careers in our community that the students are most interested in. So we have tracks. Those students select from those tracks, and we bring in top-level industry professionals, including Lisa and Pete, to be able to speak to these students about their particular industry. So the goal was really an opportunity for the students to network with those professionals and ask the tough questions. We don't want to sugarcoat what those industries look like. We want to give them the truth. If you say that you want to be a doctor because you want to make a bunch of money, that may be the wrong reason to be a doctor.
Right.
And so we want to make sure they understand what they're getting into before they get into the actual post-secondary education or their careers.
Well, and as Pete pointed out, you can be a diesel technician and make six figures and you're not paying for med school.
Yeah.
I don't think
Exactly.
kids necessarily understand all that goes into it. So looking at this video, there are a lot of people there. Tell us about the size and scope of the conference.
Yeah, so last year was the first time we went regional, so it includes Manatee and Sarasota County. This year we included DeSoto and Hardy County as well.
Oh, cool.
We have 23 high schools that are participating. That includes public, private, and charter schools. And so regionally, we have almost 1,200 students that will be participating during the daytime, high school students, and in the evening we'll have about 300 college students participating in our Mind the Gap at State of Jobs. So it really has been embraced by the business community, the education community, as an opportunity for career exploration.
Well, Nikki and I are both mothers of teenagers in college, so we completely love this idea of anything that gets them jobs when they are done. But from a business standpoint, and please, all of you chime in, why is this so good for businesses to start reaching out to these younger students?
From an economic development standpoint in our community and from an employer's perspective, the fact is that we need talent. That's what sustains the growth in our community, and State of Jobs really helps us manage that issue for us. Really important. I couldn't be more grateful to CareerSource and to Chris for the work he's doing. Very exciting event. When you're there, you see the students are fully engaged, and we have the opportunity to share our story with all of those students.
Pete, how about you getting involved?
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is awareness, right? And kids have to see that there is jobs here in the Suncoast. I think too many kids think, hey, there's no work here when I get done with school, right? Where do I go? And there's a ton of opportunity here. I mean, look at the skyscrapers going up. Look at the businesses that are forming here. There's a lot going on in this region. This isn't the region 10 years ago or 15 years ago. So we have to create awareness to these students to make them aware of what jobs exist here, what companies exist here. There's a new landscape, and obviously FCC has been a big pillar in this region for a long time, but there's a lot of other small businesses here that are growing right now, and it's a great place to do business. So we want to encourage our students just to create awareness around that and see what's here.
All right, a huge thanks to CareerSource for doing this. This is such a great event. Please know this is happening right here on the Suncoast to benefit all of us with economic growth. It is the State of Jobs Conference. It is coming up Tuesday, October 30th. It'll be at Roberts Arena, and hundreds of students will be hearing how great business is here on the Suncoast. For more info, you can visit stateofjobs.org/Suncoast.